professionally say that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard?
I'm struggling to understand how that would be a productive next step here.
How do you professionally say that never happened? Stop lying.
We seem to recall that scenario quite differently, and I'm happy to pull emails and receipts to help paint a more clear picture.
How do you professionally say you talk too much? Give someone else a turn.
It is clear where you stand on this topic, insert name. Let's give others a chance to share their input.
How do you professionally say he has no idea what he's talking about, so I wouldn't trust what he says?
I am not confident that he has provided you with the correct information. How do you professionally say, I don't want to cover this vacant position without being paid for it?
If my role is to absorb these responsibilities, I would be happy to work together on a new title and compensation to reflect this.
How do you professionally say, is there a reason I was included in this meeting?
Is there a topic on the agenda that requires my involvement?
How do you professionally say, well, unless we build a time machine, this is going to be late?
The deadlines shared are not feasible. A more realistic timeline would be insert date range.
How do you professionally say, I feel undercompensated and overworked?
I don't feel that I'm being adequately compensated for the amount of work I'm completing.
Facts. How do you professionally say, I'm spending too much of my time compensating for your incompetence?
The amount of rework that has been required has consumed more of my time than I'm able to allocate moving forward.
How do you professionally say, I'm tired of seeing you get paid the same as me for the no work that you do?
Can you share the tasks you have on your plate so that I have a better understanding of your contributions here?
We should really take all these translations and put them into one space.
Something like an ebook?
Let's do it. How do you professionally say, I need a raise because I'm doing the job of two people?
Having taken on many new responsibilities in addition to my workload, I would like to discuss the compensation that better reflects my new workload.
How do you professionally say, how do I grow within my current role?
Are there any opportunities to get involved with new parts of the business to continue evolving my skill set?
How do you professionally say, this salary is such a low ball?
As reflected in market research, this role typically earns between X and Y salary range, and the compensation package presented is below this.
How do you professionally say, are we getting a cost of living raise or not?
Has a cost of living adjustment been budgeted for this year?
How would I professionally say, are you planning to do your job or are you expecting me to do it for you?
Can you share when you plan to have this completed?
How would I professionally say, micromanaging me just makes things go slower?
I can work more effectively without these frequent check-ins.
How would I professionally say, stop ignoring my emails, I need an answer?
Following up, as this matter is now time sensitive and requires a response by...
How would I professionally say, if you're so picky about how it's done, why don't you just do it yourself?
As you appear to have a clear vision, why don't you take the lead here?
Did you know Australia is wider than the moon?
Is it?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
How would I professionally say, yeah, this sounds like a you problem?
Your role is the best fit to handle this, or this aligns best with your job duties.
How would I professionally say, I'm not doing both of our work if I'm only getting paid to do mine?
My focus is on completing tasks within my job responsibility. If you require additional support with your workload, I encourage you to reach out to your manager.
How would I professionally say, this meeting sounds like a waste of my time?
Based on the agenda, it does not appear that my attendance is necessary.
How would I professionally say, get me off this email chain?
As it sounds like this is in good hands, please remove me from communications moving forward.
Did you know that the inventor of the Frisbee became a Frisbee after he died?
Like they put his remains
Like
into a disc?
His family made him into a Frisbee using his ashes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I imagine they didn't play with it. Like, they don't use it as an active Frisbee. They like have it in like a case or something, right?
How would I professionally say my workload is so heavy, how are you possibly assigning me more things?
Can you share which of my existing tasks should be deprioritized in order to accommodate this additional workload?
How would I professionally say that timeline is impossible? Why would you suggest it?
Was a project plan created in order to justify the timeline shared?
How would I professionally say stop contacting me outside of my work hours?
My work hours are between 9 and 5. Any communications sent outside of this will be received the following day.
How would I professionally say, if my schedule is this full of meetings, when do you expect me to get this done?
Given our meeting-heavy schedule over the coming weeks, what is the timeline for completing this? Did you know that you can't hum while pinching your nose?
No, okay, I guess you can't.
How would I professionally say, stay in your lane, this is my job?
I will take the lead here and be sure to reach out should I require your involvement.
How would I professionally say, I have so much going on, I'm not doing that as well?
I'm at capacity at the moment with my current priorities.
How would I professionally say, do this on your own?
I am confident you can complete this without my input.
How would I professionally say, how many more times do I need to follow up with you before you're going to answer me?
Are there dependencies you are waiting on before you are able to provide me with a response?
Did you know a blue whale's heartbeat can be detected up to 2 miles away? I thought that was a really cool fact.
Oh dear, your dad would love that part.
How would I professionally say, well, stop complaining if you're not willing to offer a solution?
Let's focus our efforts here on proposing solutions rather than restating the issue.
How would I professionally say, my status is set to do not disturb, why are you calling me?
I'm unavailable at the moment, but my calendar is up to date should you wish to schedule time together.
How would I professionally say, stop blaming our team for something that isn't even in our control?
I can understand that you are frustrated, but directing it towards my team is unhelpful, as these issues are outside of our control.
How do you professionally say, this new supervisor sucks, they're not doing their job?
When do we expect supervisor will be up to speed with business operations, as there seems to be some work that isn't getting completed?
At work besties are like, bring back the moist. I miss moist.
I sure don't.